Hey everyone, welcome to the next episode of, Casual Station Review. Today we have a station that I lovingly call the ugliest thing I have seen since Detroit, or Baratri as it's actually called. Yeah, there's just no getting around it. This station is ugly. But that's by intention, by design, and generally, I think a station that is ugly as sin, but going for a specific look of being ugly as sin, can 100% make it work out if they try hard enough. They've 100% tried hard enough and done it well enough. This, like, decor wise, because I gotta talk about it first. This is clearly very inspired by the old Baratri before it got de-rotated for being just horrifically old. And I'd consider Elkridge a spiritual successor to Baratri in pretty much every way, from design to looks to basically everything. It's great. I like it quite a bit. Let's start off with the one thing I don't actually like. This evacuation post is really difficult for a new player to find. For reference, this is standard evacuation, and to get to it from even bar, you have to go through a rather complicated set of hallways and strange turns that feel wrong, with not a lot of really good like signage to evac. Like there's a sign here, but this entire weird intersection right here does not have proper signage. Like there's a sign saying to go left, and going left will. I did not notice this was a hallway. Okay. No, okay, maybe I just suck. But this does still feel like a maintenance I don't know. I feel like there could be a bit more better signage around this area to designate what's where because this area is a bit of a clusterfuck. Okay, let's just go with service first because it's mostly right here. Um, the chapel is small but quite serviceable. Honestly, got a very basic setup, but it's compact and it's neat, and I quite like it. Back room is the back room. It's tiny because again, this is a tiny station. Well, compared to like monoliths like Meta, it's mid to low pop. I'd call it. This is a good library that people actually goddamn use. Hotel. I think it could use windows here instead of these posters, but I do see the very steeled and claustrophobic vibe the station designer is going for in most spots, so I can understand why they chose to do it like this. Let's do rest of service first. Where's the bar? This bar is really, really good. It's got a personal bartender area. It's got a front, like, you know, seating for the chef and the kitchen. This over here is actually a rotating sushi bar, of all things, which I will 100% be stealing for Peach Station once I get back to making it. Like this right here is a great idea. It's really cool. I quite like this. A central stage is something I don't really think works for this station. To be clear, I'm not saying it's like a bad choice, and I can see why the map maker made the design choice, but a grandiose stage on a station this claustrophobic and again intentionally ugly feels a bit out of place. Janitor closet shoved in here is fine. The body area is non-offensive, and its proximity to chem is a boon. Which again, body being next to chem is not a requirement; it's an addition that designers can work towards. Not required. Yeah, like service is good. I like it. I think the bar is good. The stage is a bit weird to me, but whatever. Let's do security. This security area is really, really weird. For reference, this is perma right here, and it's a really weird perma because it has actually like instead of being a giant open area that's easy to watch for with the warden, it's actually really closed in and segmented into rooms. So you have like a office like slash writing space for the prisoners here, their dorm here, a bathroom, and then the front like kitchen body area that they use to feed themselves. Again, very weird design, and I don't dislike it. And I think this perma is definitely escapable from if you have outside help or just an explosive. But it's a very different perma design. I haven't actually seen this in use, so I can't comment on if it's annoying or better or worse or whatever. But I like it. Haas's office is well designed, with the exception of these weird glass panels here. This is not a like front desk like the front security desk here is. This is a office where you're meant to be talking to your subordinates, so the glass feels really weird here. Besides that, though, it's alright office. It's compact, it's basic, and it's good enough. One thing I will say, this courtroom is god awful. I really do not like this courtroom. Like, I respect having a courtroom, like, in here somewhere, but, like, you could have done at least a little better than this. Like, you could have shoved this, like, no, not here. Here, you could have put this here easily. There's enough room to just plug a standard sized courtroom in here. Yeah, like for reference, the law office that the lawyers sit in is the same size as the courtroom. Which, like, at this point, why bother? The brig cells are actually rather extensive, which I kind of like. I'm not going to say it's bad, but this does give people more opportunities to escape out of their cells. Having the like custom like standard like table design here is kind of cool. This allows you to like say, "Here, prisoner, cuff yourself." With the systems here, two brig cells for a station of this size though, that's risking it. I think a third cell can easily be justified, but at the same time, you'd have to give up space. Double-edged sword, we'll call it. Double-edged sword. Although, I don't dislike it. Warden's office, I really just don't have much to say about. It is serviceable. This entire room here could just be a big room, having a separate equipment area and front desk area and another locker area. It's just kind of ugh, like too many doors. Again, claustrophobic station on one hand. On the other hand, this is a bit much to the point where it's just kind of annoying. That's what I'd call this. This is annoying design. Yeah, it's just annoying. Armory itself, I don't really have any issues with. I think more stations should try a segmented armory, but that's neither here nor there. Death's office is cramped, but not bad. It's serviceable, it works, whatever. Let us move right to engineering. This atmospheric area has a bit of a half and half design where you have to do a little bit of setup just to get Atmos going with like deconstructed pipes and whatever. And you also need a little bit of assembly to get the TEG working up here, which just by wrenching in these pipes, this TEG setup is serviceable. This is a serviceable tank setup. This can work round start without too much issue as long as you toss plasma into the thing and ignite it and yada yada yada. Pretty good design. I quite like it. I like having this airlock here to access this distro thing here, and especially I like a thing here. Okay. I wish I could look at other stations, but I can't because I have to alt tab. That's a whole thing, but whatever. Other stations that have the pre-set up filters to store gases, include a filter to store N2 and O2. This is an awful decision and will just heat up the miners, sometimes to the point of actively like heat flooding distro of all things, without even like trying too hard. Seriously, do not do this. This is a very bad decision. Instead, this station has it so every other gas port has a similar and easy and standard thing where you just filter the gases by gas without too much difficulty. And I like that. That's good. Me likey. Yeah, this Atmos area is good. I'm especially a fan of this like elevated platform here, which isn't actually elevated, it's just a trick of the eye, but this is cool. I like this. This is cool. As for this is really how far right the map goes, huh? Yeah, whatever. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god, trans. Anyway, this okay. I have issues with this, but they're really tangential and I'm sorry, that better not be a fucking uplink. Is that an actual? That's actually a straight up an uplink. What the fuck? Why is that there? Holy shit, that should not be there. What the fuck? Get rid of that. That's no, that should not be there. Anyway, this chamber requires a bit of setup. You have to get these emitters out. These emitters don't need to be moved actually, but you should. Seriously, don't be a lazy ass. Set up all the emitters. Trust me, it'll save your life later. I'm not exactly a fan of having to move the coils and the rods out of storage to where they are because that takes like a good ass while. And it's just kind of an annoying tedium that nobody really wants to do. As for just a baseline, like, you know, chamber setup, this is good. This is a really nice chamber, and I quite like it. PA room has a unique design that I actually do like, with like the railings here and the stairs let people know, hey, jackass, don't stand in front of the goddamn particle accelerator. Break room is good. I quite like it actually. CE's office, weirdly enough, does not need this many windows. I feel like cutting these windows here, just replace with standard reinforced walls, would make this look a fair bit better. I also would appreciate like a proper space to sit and talk with a subordinate that's in your office. And this bedroom is bog standard just like everything else. Pretty bog standard AME room, nothing to say here. The Smez room is fine on its own merits. I'm not sure how to feel about this. I'm not sure why there's benches here. There should not be benches here. This is a like front desk slash locker room fusion thing, which I guess is good enough. Tech Vault, GravGen, Anchor, whatever. Who like? Let's be real. Who the hell really cares about this shit? But yeah, these aren't like a billion miles away in command or whatever. And comms is right here, which I'll admit this feels a bit too hard to sabotage. Like normally I complain about like it being like just flat out unrealistic or stupid that gravity generators and station anchors and comms are not near NG at the very least, but like this feels a bit too difficult to sabotage. Like I don't know how to feel about it. There's a limit to how much you can make something unsabotageable. Like you'd have to bomb your way through a wall to fuck up grav, or just be an engineer, which in which case you're just getting caught immediately because door locks. Yeah, I don't know. Bit of weird system. I got the hiccups. Not sure how I feel about it, but yeah, engineering. Couple things I don't like, but mostly it's pretty good. Again, this station is fuck ugly, and I love it. It's by design because there's fuck ugly in the terms of the person didn't have a firm grasp on decaling and station design or a cohesive idea of what the decor wanted to be on their station. And then there's fuck ugly like this. Like you can tell this is intentional fuck ugly by shit like this being here Like, where is that stupid cone thing? Like this being here, like there's an intentional ugliness here that's just pervasive and I like it. Let's move on to medical. Triage room, I don't have any issues with. This front area, I actually quite like. This is a nice little office for the paramedic to sit his ass in, waiting for someone to die. Kem having the double doors and like a glass thing here feels a bit too easy to break in. I would have preferred like a full reinforced wall, like or reinforced window, like right here, because this feels a bit too easy to break into. Because wind doors are significantly easier to break through because they're smaller. Oh, here's the paramedic room, and what the god did Wizards End change their? Huh? Guess they changed their medkit models or whatever. I'll just go for this video, but they're fine, I guess. Sure, whatever. Virology, who actually gives a fuck? CMO's office has a proper meeting area, but we also have these weird little, like, reinforced glass panels here also, which clearly the map designer was a fan of it because they keep pulling them every damn head office, but I don't know why. Like, it doesn't make sense to me personally why there would be a reinforced glass here in a head of staff's office. Like, name any boss's office you've been into, or like a principal's office in school or whatever. Do they have like weird glass panels on their desks? I don't think so. Back medical room is fine, no issues. This cryogenics area is actually a really good cryogenics area that actually is like possible to figure out just by looking at it, thank God. Yeah, no, this is textbook medical. Surgery is also nice. This is just textbook medical design right here. This, I have no issues, besides this minor issue, but whatever. Yeah, no, this is a really good medical area. I quite like it. Cargodia. Not really sure why this is next to Solars here, but whatever. I still have never played Salvage with the new changes, and I don't plan to, so I don't know what the hell this is. The cargo bay itself is large and also like has a little bit of a drop down, which I quite like. Here we go with QM's office having this weird little reinforced glass panel here for some godforsaken reason. I don't understand why it's here. Not a bad office though. This is has a proper meeting area. Even has their own shuttle console. The fuck? Yeah, whatever. QM's bedroom is fine. Um. Oh yeah, Wisdom added mail. So now I'll set up mail as a standard thing on all maps. Cool. Yeah, mail area. Good enough, I suppose. I'm not sure if every map is gonna have mailing units, because God, I don't know how to set that up, and that sounds like a real fucking pain in the ass. I hope I don't have to do that for Peace Station. Good God. Really good front desk. I really like this front desk quite a bit, especially with the door here, because yes, shitters will attempt to slip their way under this, and yes, you need a door here because shitters will be shitters. Yeah. I just broke my thumb. Yeah, this is a good, proper cargo area. I also like the publicly accessible like cargo thing that the city will entirely emag to order like 20 gorillas or whatever. It's nice. Yeah, no, this is a good cargo area. Again, like I feel like this map maker is like either like really iterated on this before I had the chance to review it, because I have a rule where I don't review a map unless I've played at least like half a round on the map, just to get like the vibe of how it feels in person. Because this bird's eye view does not do this like map's vibe justice. Like this right here is so claustrophobic. Like I walked through this and I felt claustrophobic. Like I felt like I was surrounded by steel deep in a warehouse that and I hated that feeling. And the fact that a space station map is able to evoke that, mwah, very well done. Let's move on to science. This AI core is, I guess, in a fine location. I'm not a fan of maid's AI cores, but what the fuck? But I guess it's all right, I suppose. Sure. Oh my. I feel like the creator of this map has watched my videos and has seen my complaint about the anomaly generator being considered just like something and the servers not being considered to be their explosive variants because they are explosive, and has rectified that with finally the perfect anomaly room. Oh my god, it's so fucking perfect. Holy shit, dude. Like, could you imagine seeing this in first person, walking up the stairs to the giant terminal that can play with reality itself? Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's just so good. Stamp of approval. Not even a question. Artie's office doesn't have a meeting area, and but Artie's office has more consoles than the average head office, so I guess it's fine. Back crafting room actually does something unique where they have it behind a bunch of things, and they also have space for a plat, flat packer, Christ, to be added very easily with this machine board here, which is obviously the intention here. Pretty good. I like this like design back here. Front desk is good enough, and I don't really care about it because the front desk, who cares? No, no one. Back surgical area separated from robotics itself is something I have not seen yet. Unless I have and I'm just not remembering because I am very, very stupid. Yeah, no, I like that actually. It does make sense that the surgical process of removing a brain, or in every WizDead server, or just forks without surgery, just beating the corpse in the head with a toolbox till it pops. It would make sense that it's back here instead of in the main robotics area. Yeah, that makes sense to me. And yeah, no, good choice. I like that. Artifact chambers able to be spaced. I'm not sure about having these be airlocks, but it's. I guess it makes sense now that I'm thinking about it. No other map has done this, but now that I'm actually like thinking about it, and, like having my getting my cranium to work on it. Yeah, no, that makes sense. This makes sense. Yeah, that these are airlocks. This is a space exposed area. Yeah, that makes sense. These are pods, by the way, if not obvious. Um, yeah, no. This is a good artifact lab. This is just a really good science area. Like, I haven't had the opportunity to play on this station too often. I've had the opportunity to play on like half a round on it once, but then engineering fucked up and let the Tesla loose, and then a full round on it as an Atmos tech. This honestly just might be my favorite station, like straight up. It's got like a couple issues, but it's just so well crafted. And now we finish that command, but not actually bridge because Hop's office is over here, which I guess is an alright spot to put it. It just feels kind of random, you know? Like more than most Hop offices. Like, I guess it's close to. Like, here's what I would do: put this here, opposite on the opposite side of the hallway. That way, the Hop feels more part of service than just put here for no reason. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. I don't really have any complaints about its current positioning, though. It's good. It's good positioning. I quite enjoy it. It's just feels kind of random. Feels kind of here. It's not a bad, not bad positioning. I'm repeating myself. It's okay. To put this very bluntly, it's not a bad position, but it could be better. Design wise, though, this is good. I like this design. It's very standard, but why if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why fix what ain't broken? Cap's office. That I did not see when I was playing this map for the first time. Okay, that's interesting. Cap's office is. Hmm. I don't think this should be here. Like this window, sure, put it here. But I think having like this meeting area and like this desk, like as a proper meeting area, should be more valuable than having just yet another door to have to be ebaggable. Office wise, it is very similar to every other head office. Like, I mean, seriously, pick a head office, you could barely tell which one's which if you turn game to grayscale. Or bedrooms, I mean. Yeah, this is serviceable here. This is actually quite a cool bridge design where each head has designated like spots. So you have CMO's consoles here, Haas's consoles here, RD's here, the quartermasters here, which they actually have more consoles than everyone else, and the excuse me, main analysis consoles here and cargo consoles. Or these are all the edgy consoles because brighter yellow. Yeah, a meeting area here, which I'll be honest, this is a bit too much clutter for me. Like, don't get me wrong, I like clutter. I'm fine with clutter. I like clutter, but this is a bit too much. I'd say get rid of the battle maps because those don't really need to be here. That or the figurines. It just kind of feels a little too sloppy. Command having their own evac rod, though, that is a choice that affects the balance of the game significantly, I feel. And I'll be honest, I don't like it. I think this is the one thing I very much disagree with. For reference, Evacuation is one of the most often bombed places because it takes out command. This is also the last chance to kill a person without it being on evac. So why would we give command staff a way to avoid the chaos of evacuation? It feels a bit power gamey. Like, I don't know. I don't like it. I could do like a full video of once I've like fully thought out why I don't like it, but it just kind of irks me. Yeah, this vault is it's a fucking vault. Who cares? Okay, the one thing I will say I do not like about this station, it is extraordinarily difficult to figure out where anything is. And I don't really know how to put and like yeah, you can obviously follow the signs, but these signs sometimes just aren't that helpful. Like I already talked about this example here, but there's other places where it also just kind of happens with some of the signage. Like right here, you come down here, where is medical? You come down here, salve, you're salve, you're injured. Where is medical? There's no signs here indicating where medical is. And this is a hallway. There should be a sign indicating where medical is. Right here. That and the claustrophobic nature of the station, which I'm not saying the claustrophobic nature be changed. Far from it. I love it. But you need to be very careful with the signage and with your design to ensure that people can figure out where the hell they're going. And to that end, I feel like there needs to be more station maps. Because regardless of how much you try, you're always going to have to deal with that one guy, or sorry, not even that one guy, just you're not always going to be able to figure out where the hell you are or where the hell you're going. And there are certain spots where a station map could easily be added. Like here, there could be a station map right here in this entire area. Bar could easily have one. And if I there's not one here. Like there's one here, but there's not one anywhere here. Like more station maps should be added to stations in general, especially if your station design is difficult to understand. Yeah. And honestly, I think that's about it for this station. Elkridge is again a very intentionally ugly station. Just gonna do a sweep of the base area as well. Yeah, for a bit. And overall, it's a very good station. I like it. I like it quite a bit. And you come down to medical, you got your base areas here, you got your little base bar, which by the way, this is a really cool base bar, how it like juts out here. And I think it's just not much I would change about it. It's just kind of really good. I like it quite a bit. Very good. Very good station design. And that is it for this video. I would like to thank my channel members. If I could pull up the goddamn list, that'd be good. Quack, Sub Kitty Cat, Loltar, North Star, Plantic 23, Web Swarter, Phil by Timo, Admiral Obvious, and Sather Lapid. You too can become a channel member and support the show down below. You also get to force me to add something to P Station, and I do take channel member bribes during my streams to play certain roles. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for the video. Bye now.